All right. Hello, folks, and Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025. I'm sure you are having fun. Today's fast. And this fast, I know, being the first day, we are getting up for great things in 2025. And I know we are also excited in some ways about 2024. I know maybe there are some certain things that happened that you're not happy about 2024, and you're thinking that it's always our prayer that the new year brings new things, great things. Definitely here I'm also excited about 2025, and I took some time actually to do reflections. I spent some time in the farm just thinking through things and reflecting the year about the year that has been, some of the things that we were able to achieve, some of the things that we were not able to achieve, both at personal level and at workplace, etc. More like really going down and just thinking about certain things that you said to do. Maybe you achieved some, maybe you didn't achieve some, which is okay. I mean, every time when we are thinking about things that you want to achieve and things that you want to do, it's likely that some things will fall off. In fact, most things falls off if you think about it. And to me, that's okay. At least we went out, we defined what we wanted to achieve. We set out on a sprint, we achieved what we could achieve. What we couldn't achieve, we didn't. Sometimes we had all the experiences. Some of the experiences were great, others were not very great experiences. The way I look at it is that all the experiences that I go through as a person, as a human being, they shape me in one way or another. And even if I go through really experiences which are not so great, I think of those as experiences that enables me to become great and to fortify my spirit and to grow my inner strength. And that enables me to to face life without worries, without fear, and so on and so forth. So yeah, welcome to 2025, and I'm wishing you a great journey here. God's blessings, all the things that you want to achieve, may they come true. May the Lord really be on your side, and may you put all the effort, all the energy that is required to achieve all those things. Today I wanted to share just two things as we start the new year. And these are the things that I truly believe in. And these are, when I was doing reflections, these are things I kept thinking about. So two things. One is that we need to start doing great things. We need to dare greatly. We want to face things and do things and try to achieve things that seems impossible, things that gets us afraid. So I was thinking that this is one of the principles I want to embed in the things that I want to do in 2025 and beyond. I want to try things that seems impossible. I want to look back at the end of 2025 and say, yeah, I set out, I was afraid, I thought I was not able, but yeah, I covered some distance. So let's aim for things that truly makes us great, things that gets us a bit afraid, because the things that seems impossible are things that gets us afraid. The difficult things, whether it's a workplace or in our personal lives or in our families, in our businesses, the things that seems impossible, the things that gets us afraid, the difficult things, these are the things that enables us to grow as human beings. These are the things that enables us to build the stamina to move along and really accomplish greater things in life. So they are doing great things this year. Set out to do something that is great, something that makes you afraid. And when I say this, I also know that every time when I try to do something that seems impossible everywhere, there's always that imposter syndrome. Even at workplace, there's always the imposter syndrome. The imposter syndrome is something that tells us that, I'm not able. And I've seen some people even getting promotions at workplace, and they're afraid, because they don't know they're able. They are afraid because they don't feel they're capable. This is imposter syndrome, and I wanted to highlight something to us today, that the imposter syndrome is not necessarily a bad thing. Imposter syndrome is actually something that tells us, what, we can do more. That tells us that we are inadequate as human beings, which is true. That tells us, what, we are afraid, but we can do it, And one of the things I've realized from my personal experience is that every time when I experience imposter syndrome, and this happens a lot, and actually I spent some time even reading about the imposter syndrome and also even listening to great people that we have around, and people agree that imposter syndrome is not a bad thing, and everyone, whether great, no matter what, like people go through imposter syndrome at some stage. In fact, so many times. All right. And this is a great thing because it enables you to build capacity to face whatever it is that you're afraid about. And in fact, upon my reflection, I kind of feel like some of the areas where I've received accolade, even at workplace, even the promotions that I've received over the years, actually I received those promotions at the backdrop of an experience where I felt like I was not capable. A lot of imposter syndrome. That spirit that tells you, what, William, this is beyond you. This is not something that you're able to do. And I kind of felt like when I was reflecting, I was feeling that these are some of the experiences actually that I went through, and these are some of the experiences that enabled me to achieve much. And actually, I got promotions and accolades and those kind of things. And sometimes I couldn't believe. Sometimes when people come and tell me, you did this, was great, this was amazing. How did you manage to do this? I kind of feel like in some ways you feel like you are an chocha. It's not true. But on reflection, you kind of feel like from the onset you felt like you're not adequate to do certain things, and as a result, you actually put a lot of effort, more than you'd ordinarily have put in. The time and investment and so on and so forth. So on reflection, I think that the imposter syndrome is not necessarily a bad thing. It's actually something that tells us we can invest more, we can do more. We have shortcomings, yes, but we can still achieve what we want to achieve. And this year, if you feel like you have the imposter syndrome, there is an assignment which has come your way, a business or a promotion, whatever, and you feel like you don't feel like you're capable, please go ahead and do it anyway. At the end of the day, you'll be very, very happy that you achieve that. One, you get the results. Two, you get the rewards. And three, that will enable you to fortify yourself as a human beings because you managed to achieve things that you thought you were not possible to achieve. The second thing that I wanted to share with us, which I thought is very important, and it's something that I want to focus on this year as a person, is focus. Sometimes we say focus is king, and we generate massive results by just focus. I've been a victim of trying to do so many things, and sometimes I kind of feel like it's ambition, but in a way it works against me. I want to do farming. I don't want to do commercial breeding. I want to do, I don't know, I want to do business. I'm still working at my workplace. I want a lot of things, and I kind of feel like sometimes this comes to work against me. I spent a lot of time, a lot of resources, getting my hair gray, try to do great things. And I feel like, well, it's not necessarily a bad thing. I feel like there is certain things that I've missed over time, and that is focus. And this year, I really want to focus on one or two things that I feel like this is what I want to focus on. This is where I want to spend my energy. This is where I want to spend my time. This is where I want to spend my resources. This is where I want to spend my capacity, and then say no to other things, okay? Because that's what focus is all about. Focus is about that, that realization that you can do 60 things, you can do 100 things, but you say that, well, I know I can do all these things. I choose not to. I choose to do one or two things that I feel like, we call it, things that moves the needle. You could be trying to achieve certain things. Maybe you want to achieve, I don't know, whatever it is that you want to achieve. What is that moves the needle? What is that enables you to move in the direction of the things that you want to achieve? All right. That's the thing that you want to focus on. Okay. And you really want to narrow down to that. All right. Again, I'm saying this because I've been a victim of trying so many things, and at the end of the day, you feel like you've achieved little of so many things, and it's not really super exciting. It's not so tangible, and I kind of felt like focus is really is really the thing. And I spent actually time every time when I think about something, I spend time reading about it and researching about it. And I realized like focus is king. And actually even organizations that achieve so much, they achieve so by focusing. And we can bring the same thing in our personal lives. We can focus on things that truly make the difference. And these are things that like I said, moves the needle. These are the things that makes you move faster, closer to the things that you want to achieve. And also, maybe something by the side on that is that when I was reading about focus, I actually realized that sometimes when you're focusing on something, you it's a principle. Like you want to move slower if that makes you move faster longer term. Okay, and I've read quite a number of books actually that talks about that. Like sometimes when you're a long termist, like you want to achieve certain things long term, you want to invest a lot on foundational things, and sometimes the things that you're doing right now might seem it might not, you might seem like you're not generating momentum, but again the principle is that you want to do things now even if it's slower, you know. You want to move slowly now because you want to move faster longer term. Okay, and I kind of feel like that is something instructive that I want to do now, even if it really doesn't seem like there is momentum. It doesn't seem that there's speed now. As long as you're building something that enables you to move faster longer term, I think that's really very, very important. And I think even in organizations, we always think about things that that you want to build. You want to retreat, you want to move slower now, if that is what really it takes to enable you move faster longer term. So I think those are really things that I wanted to share with us today. Prioritize health, prioritize happiness, because I know the things that you're doing right now, I mean, there's a lot of pressure to do more. Even at workplace, there's a lot of more pressure to achieve more. And actually, talking about to do more, I was reflecting about some of the things that as an organization we want to do in January. And I realized that I spent actually a lot of time during these holidays doing real work. I mean, in a way, you kind of feel like you want to prioritize health, you want to prioritize happiness, you want to spend more time reflecting, spend more time with family, and so on and so forth, and whatever makes you happy. Actually, that's what matters. And saying this, and I'm saying this really like with a good heart. I saw a certain guy posting online and saying that well, if you don't own a Samsung or a TV, an iPhone, like you shouldn't even get into a relationship. I'm like, what kind of? I actually wanted to call it bad name, but what kind of thinking is that? You know, happiness is not an iPhone. Forget about that. Those are like articles of small thinking. You know, what is an iPhone? What is a Samsung? What is a TV? I don't know, 65. What is that? Okay, I really want to take your time to think about what truly makes you happy. Okay, prioritize happiness. All these other things that people keep talking about, these are really like articles of, they're articles, and sometimes really they don't matter. So you want to prioritize things that really truly makes you happy, and things that creates a good environment around you, gets you energized and gets you excited, and so on and so forth. So 2025, here we come. We want to dare greatly. We want to focus. We want to invest in happiness. And this is my prayer that at the end of the year, we look back and say, yeah, we made the right decisions. Okay, folks, I wish you all the best. Whatever it is that you want to invest in, whatever it is that your dreams are, please go ahead, conquer them, and let's again share how things have been at the end of the year. Thank you, and God bless.